All right, hey, what's going on? This is Dan Keller, mortgage advisor at Guild Mortgage. I want to take a minute and give you some insight into the USDA home loan program. I've been funding USDA home loans here in Skagit County and Snohomish County and parts of King County since 2008. And I've seen a lot. I've seen the program itself evolve a lot, but they've also tightened up the program a little to account for risk, which I want to explain that to you. I want to share, and when I say I want to give you some insight, I want to give you some insight into a lot of the calls and emails that I get from real estate professionals and consumers like you that may have found me online, calling me with some headaches that they're encountering or some issues that they're encountering. And I want to make sure, if you're watching this, to help make sure that you are not one of them, that you're not going to encounter surprises and delays and ultimately a massive letdown as it relates to this incredible loan program. So there's three things that I want to explain to you that you won't necessarily find on the internet in regards to the USDA home loan. I'm going to get to that. But first and foremost, if you do not meet these top two criteria, just go ahead and stop the video after these two things that I'm going to share with you. Number one, the USDA home loan is region specific. So in Snohomish County, the general rule of thumb, and keep in mind, down below this video, I'll send you the link where you can type in the address and determine and see a map. But in Snohomish County itself, imagine Highway 9. Highway 9 parallels Interstate 5. Anything east of Highway 9, for the most part, is eligible for the USDA home loan, especially as you migrate north past Snohomish and Lake Stevens and Arlington and Marysville. There's a line there in Marysville too, and it's a little bit north of the 116th Street exit. That's the casino. So you're going to want to pay close attention to that line. What Arlington and Smoky Point did over the last few years, there were some changes made where they tightened up the eligibility areas there. And then as you head up further north, Stanwood, Camino Island, all of Skagit County, for the most part, unless it's in a floodplain, is now eligible where it used to not be. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. Number two, household income. There are max household income limits. These have been revised and updated, so I want to share these with you. 1 to 4 person household in King and Snohomish County, you can go up to $103,500. 5 or more, $136,600. That's annual income. Now there's a special way that USDA calculates that, so lean on a professional like myself to help you with that. The other thing, in Skagit County, 1 to 4 family households, you're going to be capped at $79,650 of annual income. 5 or more people in the household in Skagit County, you can go up to $105,150. So those are the two main criteria you want to pay close attention to. Now, the three things you need to know about the USDA home loan that you will not find online, and you need to make sure you're working with a professional that understands these, and more so a direct lender like us, because we have a direct relationship with USDA with very minimal or zero overlays, and I'll explain what overlays mean later. Number one, interest rates. The USDA program isn't necessarily like a conventional loan program that you go out and you shop for interest rates based on your down payment and your credit score and type of property. USDA's interest rates, if you were to go meet with 5 USDA lenders, you're going to see that they're all fairly congruent, okay? Close to each other. Number two, and this is the kicker, this is where I get a lot of phone calls, debt to income ratios. USDA looks at their debt to income ratio kind of in two different viewpoints. Number one, under a 680 credit score, you're going to be capped at a 29% front end, 41% back end debt ratio. You want to talk with me to learn more about that. Above 680, you can go up to a 33 front end and a 44, maybe 45% back end. It's very important that you work with a professional up front that can calculate that information for you accurately. And number three, income calculations. Traditional and conventional and FHA and VA loan programs calculate your income one way. USDA will calculate it that way plus an additional way for calculating annual household income. So again, important you're working with a professional. On the screen is the direct line into my office. I want you to call that number, schedule a one-on-one mortgage planning meeting with myself. We'll sit down, look at your goals, look at your overall scenario, evaluate all of your information to give you accurate feedback. If you found this information helpful, let someone that you know about this information too. Again, this is valuable information where I see a lot of people really miss the mark with USDA home loans, and I want you to know I'm here to help, okay? Bye for now.